Hi, I'm Scott, Machine Gun Dad. Welcome back to my channel. We just did a video on what I think you should have as the minimum magazines for your guns. And during that video, I used some of my SIG guns. So while looking at the magazines, it dawned on me to do this video. Again, there's no shooting in this video, so if you're here for the shooting, go watch one of my other videos. But if you have a SIG pistol, specifically 226 or a 229, there's some things you need to know about magazines. I mentioned before, walking around a gun shop with $80 to $100 in your pocket, and you see a magazine that's, you know, 20 bucks for a SIG. Buy it. Maybe. First of all, for those that don't know, the best SIG magazines, in my opinion, again, my opinion, are zipper magazines. Well, what's a zipper magazine? I'm going to show you a zipper mag. Now, we're pretty far away with the camera, so I'm going to move this back and forth, and then my camera guy will give me a thumbs up when he sees it. Okay? Can you see the zipper on the back? That's a zipper magazine. Now, SIG uses a large zipper. HK, on some of the single stacks, it's a small zipper, but the interlocking pattern to me makes a stronger magazine. Also shows this is a European, either a Austrian or a German magazine. Okay. They also made these during the Clinton ban, so you would get a 10 rounder. And they actually say right on the side, SIG Sauer. Is that better? Okay, I'll flip it over. Made in Germany. Zipper mags, the best for your SIG. Unfortunately, SIG Sauer and their infinite wisdom decided, let's make a magazine here. So what they did was, the next step in the SIG evolution was, when they came out with, especially when they came out with the 40s, was let's make magazines in the United States. This is a SIG Sauer. This is a 226 40 magazine. And you can notice that the writing is immediately different. It's on the bottom. It's hard to see. I'm going to turn it to the side because the floor plate gets in the way. Now, people say, oh, it's not made in the United States. Guess what? Right by my finger, made in the USA. And you can tell this is a 4357 SIG magazine because it's 12 rounds and it says 357 and 40. I believe these were made by ProMag. These are the only SIG magazines I've ever had that say SIG on them that aren't 100%. I keep these as a range mag. I also think you shouldn't pay more than $10 or $15 for these, because basically these are Pro Mags with the SIG brand. So they're in theory made to SIG quality, but if they're actually made by Pro Mag, can Pro Mag actually make anything to SIG quality? But for whatever reason, SIG said, it's not a really good idea that we sell these. So the next generation of magazines they came out with, which I enjoy immensely, is this one. They decided they were going to have Mec-Gar make them instead of ProMag. So now they're made in Italy. Let me show you the writing. This is a 226 mag. Alright, I'll flip it over. Now, obviously you can see it says SIG Sauer on it. I'll flip it over. It's 12 rounders, so it's a 40. But let me go sideways. You'll see it actually says made in Italy. I don't know if we can pick this up because it's super small. It says made in Italy by Mec-Gar. So these are actually Mec-Gar made magazines. Now, Mec-Gar mags are good mags. I have a lot of Mec-Gar mags. They are good mags. But they got a magazine made by Mec-Gar that SIG was charging 50 to 60 bucks for, when you could buy the exact same magazine from Mec-Gar for $18. So then SIG came up with this magazine. This is a 229 magazine. It says SIG Sauer 40 357. All right. But they took the Mec-Gar off of it and they just left Made in Italy on it. So now, hopefully, the new SIG buyer won't know that he can just go buy a Mec-Gar magazine for one half to one third the price. Is that coming up, Gary? So basically, what I'm telling you is, when you're buying SIG magazines, if you're paying the $20 to $25 used price, it should be a zipper. All right. Even if it's a Clinton band zipper, I'd pay more for this than I would pay for this USA made mag, because I know this will work. I could carry this if I needed to. This one I'd have second thoughts. Now I have a bunch of good Mec-Gar made ones. The other thing is the Mec-Gar SIG mags. Are they worth the price of the zipper? No, but they're definitely worth more than the USA made ones. I would carry the gun with these magazines in it. So it's just to give you a heads up for SIG owners. Look for the zippers. Guns that I'm aware of that have zipper magazines are the 226 and 9mm, the 229 and 40 and 357 SIG, the 225, and the 220. And we're going to pause it here because I just thought of something. Hey, we're back. I paused it for a second because I wanted to grab a couple magazines that dawned on me that I didn't have on the table. As I said, 226, 229, 220, 9mm, 225, all are zipper mags. One that I forgot to mention earlier and why we paused is this is a 228, which is an out of production gun, zipper mag. All right. And here's a Bill Clinton 228 10 rounder. Again, great magazines. The reason I mentioned these, when you convert your SIG Sauer to shoot 9mm, your 229 to 9mm, your 228 mags work. So if you're buying 228 mags, it's always nice to have the zippers. Now, most of the 228 mags that SIG sold were zippers. At least I thought that until I went through my pile. And this is a Bill Clinton era magazine. It's got the nice restricted law enforcement on the front. It's only 13 rounds, so it's not the new 229 9mm. This is a 228 mag. Right? Mec-Gar, made in Italy. So this magazine was built between 94 and 2004 for SIG by Mec-Gar in Italy. Again, zipper mags are the way to go. Next step down would be the Italian made ones. The last step is the USA made. Hope I taught you something. Hope you don't pay too much for these magazines. Thanks for coming to the channel.